Hey guys, it's
Cam.
and Katie, and today we are going to share 12 very commonly used slang terms in Ireland.
Upon going to America, I realized that slang is like a big part of the way we speak. And it takes leaving Ireland to really realize just how different that slang is. I think that in a lot of other countries like America, their slang is more understandable, even if you're not used to it. But our slang is a whole other language, and I definitely learned that when I went to America, and I was using slang a lot, and I didn't realize I was using slang. But then I quickly realized it because a lot of people were like, "I have no idea what you're saying." So,
And I was one of them when I went to Ireland. There were so many slang words used that I was like, Cameron, what did they mean by that? Or where are we going? What's going on? So anyway, I'm going to enlighten you today of what I've learned in Ireland. I've jotted down notes ever since I first went to Ireland years ago. I always write down new slang words that I learn. I always do it. So I'm going to share some of those with you today. So the first one that we want to teach you is what's the sus? What does what's the sus mean?
what's the sus means like what's going on or what's the story, or like what's happening. Typically, it's used in kind of a gossipy sense, like if you feel like there's someone's arguing or something bad happened, you would say like, oh, what's the sus, like what's going on. So typically it's used that way, but it is used generally as just a what's happening, what's the latest, that kind of thing.
The next one is one of my favorites, gaff. Now, just take a moment. What do you think gaff means? Because I had no clue what this meant. What does gaff mean?
Let's go back to my gaff. Let's go back to my gaff. It just means like my place or my house. So yeah, let's go to me gaff. Let's go to your gaff.
Go to me gaff. I love it when he says that. I'm not even kidding.
I feel like gaff, and maybe the same with what's the sus. So something you need to know about Irish slang is that there's such thing as Dublinese. And that's just a word we use to describe slang specifically to Dublin. Now, anyone who's watching who's not from Dublin, if I say it's Dublinese and you say no, and you think no, we use it in other parts of Ireland, make sure to comment below. But from what I understand, what's the sus and gaff are very Dublinese slang. Like we use it in Dublin, but I don't think they really use it in other parts of Ireland.
Next one is gas. So what does gas mean in Dublinese?
In Ireland, gas means like oxygen, nitrogen. Just joking. Gas is what I just did. So it's something that's funny or a joke. If someone's funny or a situation's funny, you'd say, "Oh, that's gas," or "Oh, they're gas." So yeah, it's funny.
He's gas. I have to say, he's gas. Mad. Now this is one I hear all the time. Where I'm from in America, if you say mad, it's someone's angry. But it does not mean that in Ireland. What does mad mean?
We would say mad for someone's going crazy. So if someone's crazy, we'd say, "Oh, they're mad." Or if someone was like going on like, let's say like a crazy rant, we'd say, "Oh, she's going on a mad one," or "He's going on a mad one." So yeah, it just means like crazy or like very emotional, like, "Oh, they're mad."
Proper is a word that Cameron uses all the time. I noticed that from the first time I met him. Everything he said, he would add proper in front of. What does proper mean?
Proper means very or like a lot. So like something would be proper expensive, or "Oh, that's proper funny," like,
or proper nice. That's a proper nice hat that he has on. It means basically
very.
Very. So if you ever want to use a substitute word for very, add proper. People think you're cool. I think you're pretty cool. Going 90. 90, like 90.
Going 90. Going 90 means like, it can mean two things. So it just means like fast. So I guess it comes from like, 90 miles an hour. Pretty fast, isn't it? We use kilometers, so who knows. But anyway. I think so it just means going fast. So like if Caitlin was typing and she was typing really fast, I'd be like, oh, she's typing like 90 or she's going 90. Or it could also mean just like putting in a lot of effort. So if you're like if you're trying hard at something, you'd say like, oh, they're going 90.
They're going 90. Now, if you're from any other part of the world and you hear the word bird, you think of the beautiful creature that flies in the sky, right? Right?
Tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet. But to Cameron, bird means something else as well. What does bird mean, Cameron?
So yeah, we would say bird for like a girl. So it depends on the context. Like if you're talking about a girl that you don't know, you'd be like, oh, that bird over there. Or bird can mean like girlfriend or spouse. So it's like, how's your bird? How's things with your bird?
So silly. The word bonkers is another one that I had never heard in my life until I visited Ireland for the first time. What does bonkers mean?
I would say this one's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, if I wasn't
Mr. Dublinese.
I mean, it's.
I personally, I wouldn't have known. I don't feel like.
Okay, if you're not from Ireland or England, because it is an English slang word too. If you're from neither country and you know what bonkers means, comment below because I think it's more known. Anyway, bonkers means crazy. So like it's usually in a very like, it's more of a funny kind of way. Like, oh, they're bonkers, or oh, that situation was bonkers. It's usually lighthearted if someone's bonkers.
Plastered.
Plastered means to get very, very, very drunk.
Now, would you have known that if he didn't just tell you that?
Plastered that's very slang.
I would have never put those two together.
That's very slang. Like even like I'd say there's a lot of Irish people that don't even use that. But yeah, it means like drunk to the point where you don't even remember your name. Like plastered.
Banter. What does banter mean?
Banter means like you're just messing around with someone. Like if you're just kidding with them. It's usually like lighthearted fun. But so for example, if you're being like sarcastic with someone and they take you the wrong way, you'd be like, oh no, I'm just having some banter. So banter is always like, oh no, I was just kidding, I was just joking, like I'm not being serious.
But going back and forth. All right, the next one is give it socks. What does that mean?
Give it socks. Just give it your all, give it your best. You know, if like kind of like break a leg, it's just like best of luck, give it socks. I don't even know where it comes from. I don't know why we say give it socks.
Give it socks. I hope we're giving socks right now. That makes sense.
We're giving this video socks.
Yeah. Last, but certainly not least, because I love this, and I feel like I hear it a lot now. Cop on.
This was definitely one I used a lot, and it took me a while to realize, oh, it's not common. Cop on would have two meanings. So first of all, if you were to say someone has cop on, it just means like, you know, they're down to earth, like they get it, you know, they get situations, they're very understanding type of person. You'd say, oh, they have a lot of cop on. But it can also be used in kind of an argumentative sense if you tell someone to cop on. So telling someone to cop on means like wise up, like stop being silly, stop being immature. So it's typically used in an argumentative sense, like, oh, would you cop on?
So that is 12 commonly used slang terms in Ireland that I have, from personal experience, picked up, and I've started to use a little bit.
Yes, definitely. And we have plenty more to go. As Caitlin said, she's been keeping a list, and the list is
very, very long.
Thanks for watching our video. We hope you had a proper good time watching us here in our gaff. And you're bonkers if you don't like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.